The Drama Club of the Women's Club of Brielle would like to present you with a few whimsical pantomimes, reliving parts of your, highlighting parts of your life. Okay, so we have a script for you to follow. Okay?
Can you read it? I'm so deaf.
Yes, right, and you won't be able to hear us. Now, game is off, that's excellent. Welcome, everybody, thank you for coming. I am dressed in a 1940s vintage. This is my mother's hat when she modeled for Ford Agency, and her gloves. Wow. Not her dress, because she was half the size of me as a model. But thank you all for coming. So, without further ado, if everyone's ready, we'll begin our play. Today, our drama department would like to share with you some whimsical pantomimes of just a few of Agnes's "You Were There" moments. We hope that these skits will give you a few chuckles. Our first vignette is Oyster Bay, Long Island, New York. Sometime during the second term of the then President, Teddy Roosevelt.
In case you don't recognize me, I am Teddy Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States. To escape the summer heat in Washington, which is oppressive, I bring my whole family back here to Oyster Bay every year with all their needs, with the household staff, we bring the executive staff, and everyone concerned with the running of the government. And we like it here at my home at Sagamore Hill in Oyster Bay. The government has rented the upstairs of the Moore Building as our executive offices, from where we communicate with Washington. Downstairs is a grocery store. Now, Frank Moore owns the whole building and also the grocery store downstairs. Now, he has been admiring one of our telegraphers, a Miss Leonard, Minnie Leonard. He's noticed her crossing the street, swinging her handbag, and he just thinks she's so jaunty and full of life. Well, I am going to introduce them today, and then we will see what happens. Frank, you come out?
How do you do, President? It's nice to see the President. Always good to see somebody who has power.
You're really not my mustache off with that comment. Now, Frank, how are you? I understand you have your school blazer on.
Oh, yeah, this is my Holy Cross insignia. I went to Holy Cross, did you know that? Did you know that?
Yes, I did. I was told that, and that's in Massachusetts,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Oh, I went to school in Massachusetts too. I'm a Harvard man myself. Miss Leonard, will you come out, please? Hello, Miss Leonard.
Oh, hello, Mr.
This is
President.
Minnie Leonard.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Now, I am going to introduce them. Minnie,
Yes.
I want you to meet Mr. Frank Moore. He owns the building here and the business. How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
I have seen you around quite often.
Would you like to go to dinner with me?
Oh, isn't it too soon?
Well, I don't know, we could just dance around a while.
Well, it looks like they're getting along quite well together, so we'll see what happens.
Maybe I'll have to talk to my family.
Girls, bow to the audience. Before you all
And so, Minnie and Frank begin courting, and later they marry and have 5 children. First a boy, Sylvester, and then 3 girls. Agnes, your sister Claire, then you, and then Jean, and lastly, your brother Frank. The couple stayed in Oyster Bay, raising their family in their Long Island Sound home. End of scene 1. Scene 2 is entitled Lindbergh. The year is 1927, May 20th, Roosevelt Field, Long Island. The crowds have gathered this morning to watch Charles Lindbergh take off in his airplane, the Spirit of St. Louis, in his attempt to become the first person to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. A $25,000 prize for anyone who completes a non-stop flight between New York City and Paris is up for grabs. 2 Frenchmen had just tried it and crashed in the sea. Pity. Another competitor crashed taking off from Paris. Let's watch. Lindy is walking around the plane, checking things out. Suddenly, he looks up. He sees a little girl. Why, it's our little Agnes. He waves at her. Let's listen in.
Hi, Mr. Lindbergh.
Why, hello, sweetie, how are you?
My name is Agnes Moore.
Well, it's very nice to meet
It's
you.
a pleasure to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, too.
I love your plane.
Well, I'm just checking her out for this flight here.
Is it true? Are you going to fly across the ocean?
Well, that is the idea.
My mom and dad told me all about you. You are famous.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Wow. Oh, wow, I can't believe that's a beautiful plane.
Well, I'm pretty proud of her. We're gonna make some history with this one.
Well, good luck to you, and I hope you make it.
Well, thank you very much.
For you.
How about this? I'll send you a postcard from Paris.
Wow.
All right, then.
I was actually sitting in the car.
I would appreciate if you continue to annotate these scenes for us, because we may have in your cover there was a disclaimer. And just read the disclaimer so everyone understands that when we put this together, we said the skits performed here are hyperbole in nature and such that you may find the facts have been exaggerated for your enjoyment. Okay, so while we're getting set up for our next scene, the Lincoln Tunnel, there are some other facts that we know about Agnes. For example, 1935. Did you know that Agnes was present at the Lindbergh kidnapping trial in Flemington, New Jersey?
I heard that. Yeah.
How are we doing back there, cast members? Good, good. Okay, May 1937. Did you know that Agnes was witness to the terrible tragedy of the Hindenburg crash at Lakehurst Air Station? Right? Yep, she was there. She saw the landing, almost landing. And did you know in 1935, Agnes was present at the Lindbergh kidnapping trial in Flemington, New Jersey? Did I say that? I did.
Yes, you
Okay.
did.
Well, okay. Did you know it, just in case you didn't know?
Now we do.
Okay, now you do. Terrific. Scene 3, Lincoln Tunnel. Our third scene is the Lincoln Tunnel, December 22nd, 1937. This is the opening day for the new Lincoln Tunnel connecting 38th Street, New York City with Weehawken, New Jersey. It's a huge celebration. The tunnel has long been needed to relieve traffic in New York City. The astronomical cost to build the tunnel was $85 million and was paid for by the Public Works Administration under Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal program. Governor Lehman of New York, Governor Hoffman of New Jersey, Mayor LaGuardia of New York City, and members of President Roosevelt's cabinet are in attendance, all giving speeches. They will not be giving those speeches today. Anne Rutherford is a movie star, but also the great-grandniece of Abraham Lincoln's first love, and she is present and part of the welcoming committee. U.S. troops are marching in parade fashion, guns are booming, sirens are screaming, lights are flashing, along with a 16-plane flyover. And who would you suppose is in the midst of all this? None other than our very own Agnes.
Of course.
Yes, enter actors. I say enter actors.
I just can't wait till they start to let us move.
Oh my God, listen to all that.
Louder. I'm ready to go. Wait to the press, everybody. Hold on to your hats, ladies. There we go.
And just so we're clear, Agnes was in the second car to go through the Lincoln Tunnel.
You are famous. Are we ever lucky to have
Oh, look who's here again.
Lincoln Tunnel. Lincoln Tunnel.
We have dual roles here.
So while we're waiting for our actors to get set up, another Agnes was there fact. While attending Georgian Court, did you know that Agnes played the piano for Helen Keller, who was visiting Georgian Court? It was known that she could feel the vibrations of the keys, and Miss Keller asked for a volunteer from the audience to play for her. Yes, it was our own very Agnes.